Most people think compound interest is boring until they realize that a 25-year-old who invests $50 a month will have more money at 65 than a 35-year-old who invests $500 a month. That's not luck, that's math. And that math is absolutely brutal if you're not using it. Today, we're breaking down the one financial principle that separates people who build generational wealth from people who stay broke forever. Here's what's happening right now. You're making decent money. Maybe you're pulling in 50, 60, 100K a year. But at the end of every month, there's nothing left. You're stuck in what I call the active income trap. You trade hours for dollars, and the moment you stop working, the money stops coming. Meanwhile, somewhere out there, someone who started 5 years ago with way less money than you is making thousands while they sleep because they understood something you don't, that your money can work harder than you ever will. And the longer you wait to get started, the more you're literally leaving on the table. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not next year. Right now, let me show you something that's going to hurt a little bit. I'm going to compare 3 scenarios, and I want you to pay attention to when people start, not how much they invest. Scenario 1, you start at 25. You invest $100 a month for 40 years. By 65, assuming an average 8% annual return, you have about $301,000. Not bad. Scenario 2, you wait until you're 35. You invest $500 a month for 30 years. Same 8% return. You end up with about $598,000. You're investing way more money per month. And yeah, you have more at the end. But here's the kicker. Scenario 3, you start at 25. You invest $100 a month until you're 35. Then you stop completely. You don't add another dollar. Just let it sit there for 30 years earning 8% annually. You end up with about $232,000. Without investing a single dollar between 35 and 65, you're sitting on more than a third of what someone who started at 35 and invested 5x as much per month ends up with. That's the power of time. Time is the variable that nobody respects because you can't buy more of it, but you can buy more of its effects. And that effect is compound interest. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. He wasn't exaggerating. The math is insane. Every year your money grows. It grows on top of the growth from last year. It accelerates. It compounds. And if you give it enough time, it becomes unstoppable. But here's the problem most people face. They understand this intellectually. They know the math is right, but they don't feel like starting with $50 or $100 a month matters. So they wait. They wait until they have more money. They wait until they get that promotion. They wait until they feel ready. And waiting is the most expensive decision you'll ever make. You want to know something that's going to change your life? Most people have no idea where their money is going. I'm serious. You can track your calories better than you track your cash. And that's by design. Your brain is wired to feel satisfied with small, repeated purchases. You spend $7 on coffee, $15 on lunch, $45 on a streaming service you use twice a month, $120 on a gym membership. These feel tiny. Individually, they don't hurt. But together, I've worked with hundreds of people, and the average person is throwing away $400 to $600 a month on stuff that's literally disappearing. It's gone. There's no asset at the end. No return. Nothing. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 30 days, I want you to track every single purchase. Not on a spreadsheet if that feels boring. Use an app. Use your notes. But get it out of your head and into reality. And at the end of 30 days, add it all up. Look at the categories. I guarantee you're going to find $200 to $400 a month in pure waste. Now imagine, and I want you to really picture this, what that $300 could do over 40 years at 8% return. That one category, that one leak. Over 40 years, you're talking about $1.2 million. That's not hyperbole. That's literally what the numbers say. Most people spend $1.2 million on stuff they don't even remember by the time they're done drinking the coffee. The rich understand this. They're not necessarily more disciplined. They're just intentional. They're brutal about where their money goes because they understand that every dollar today is multiple dollars in the future. Here's the problem with willpower. It doesn't scale. If every month you have to willpower yourself to save money and invest it, you're going to fail. Maybe not this month or next month. But eventually, life happens. You have an unexpected expense. You get tired of being disciplined. You slip. This is why automation is the cheat code that separates people who stay rich from people who keep trying to get rich. The moment you get paid, money moves automatically to a separate account, an investment account, a savings account. Somewhere it's not sitting in your checking account where your brain sees it and thinks, I can spend this. Let me walk you through how this works in the real world. You get paid on Friday. By that same day, or by Monday morning, before you even have a chance to think about it, a certain percentage is already gone. Maybe it's $100. Maybe it's $500. Depends on your income. But here's the beautiful part. You don't see it. You don't miss it. Your brain adjusts to the new baseline, and you live on what's left. This is how the wealthy do it. They pay themselves first, not last. Not if there's anything left at the end of the month. First, I've seen this transform people's lives. Someone will come to me saying, I can't save money. I've tried everything. Then we set up automation, and suddenly, 6 months later, they have $3,000 they didn't know they had. A year later, $6,000. And it happened without them thinking about it. Without willpower. Without a complicated budget. Just automation. The second part of this, invest that automated money. Don't let it sit in a savings account earning 0.01%. Put it in index funds. Put it in ETFs. Something that gives you that 8% average annual return. Because once it's automated, you need to forget about it. Stop checking it. Stop timing the market. Just let compound interest do the work. So let me be real with you for a second. Everything I just told you, you already knew deep down. You know compound interest is real. You know your money could be working harder. You know you're probably wasting money every month on stuff that doesn't matter. You know this. The problem isn't knowledge. The problem is that you haven't started. And here's what I want you to understand. Starting small isn't weak. Starting small is strategic. A 25-year-old who starts with $50 a month is making a better financial decision than a 35-year-old who starts with $500 a month. Time is the only asset you can't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. So here's your challenge. This week, I want you to do 2 things. 1, track where your money is actually going. Find that leak. Find that $200 to $300 a month that's disappearing. And 2, set up one automatic transfer. Just one. $50, $100, whatever you can do. Set it up and forget about it. That's it. That's the start. That's the moment everything changes. Because compound interest isn't magic, it's math. And math doesn't care about your age, your background, or how much you're making right now. It only cares that you start. So start. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Don't be here in 5 years wishing you'd started now. If this hit you, drop a comment. Let me know you're starting. And if you want the full breakdown of how to set up automated investing with links to the actual platforms, we've got that in the description. Let's go.